Okay, guys, I thought I'd play with a couple of the tools that I learned about this afternoon because I'm a giant nerd and, well, it's a little bit easier than maybe explaining it two or three times to certain people who want to know. So, we're going to play with the calendar tool right now. Uh, and I just kind of wanted to walk you through a couple of things. So, here are all the calendars that you can show. Well, first off, to get to calendar, all you got to do is go to the sidebar, click on the calendar icon, and this will pop up. And the different types of calendars that you can have on here are over here. All you got to do to add one is just simply click the box, and then it'll upload whatever events you have in that calendar. But for today's purposes, we're just going to use WS. If you want to color code things and have different calendars show in different things, then you can do you click the three dots over there on the right, and you can click apply, and it'll change the color of the calendar itself. So if I wanted to change it to that color, then all the events would show up in that color. So this is kind of how I plan on differentiating between A and B schedule with my students and posting it on the calendar. But you can also do it for multiple sections or multiple different types of subjects. But in order to add something, kind of like the sample assignment that I've added here, all you got to do is click in a box. So it can be an empty box or it can be one with events already in it. You just simply got to click on it. So I'm just going to kind of show you how you would add like a quiz or something in there. If you wanted to do like a timestamp or something, you can. And then here is where you decide which calendar you want it to show up on. So if I wanted it to show up on the Charles Steele calendar, then I would have selected that calendar over here, made sure it was highlighted, and it would show up in this drop-down menu. So you can add it there. But before you hit submit, if you want to add a link, say to like a map quiz itself, then you can click more options, and it's going to take you to one of the Canvas menus inside of the course. I'm going to wait for it to load for a second because it's being very laggy. There we go. So let's say that I wanted to add a map quiz directly linked into this particular calendar thing. I would hit the three dots over here for more, and then I would click the link. It's going to give you two options. External link, so if you were linking to something outside of Canvas, you would need a link to get that and post it in here. But for today, we're going to look at a course link. And if I had a map quiz that I wanted to pick and I wanted my students to use, well, I first need to highlight everything. I forgot to do that. And then course links, and then I'm back to where I need to be. Hit the drop-down menu with the arrow. And you can then click on whatever quiz you want. Once you're done with that, click out of it, hit enter, and now you have a hyperlink or a link onto those words. If you want to duplicate the event, you can do that there. There's some other options down here as well that you can play around with. But for the purposes of this, I'm going to hit create event, and it's going to take me back to the calendar. And bam, I've created a new thing to do. So all my students have to do is go into the calendar tab, get to this page. They can click on the map quiz. It's going to tell them all the information that I put in there, and I can immediately, under details, because I filled out the details tab, I can click map quiz. It's going to take them directly to that quiz. They could also click the title. That's going to take them to the course event and the map quiz again, because that's a direct link to that. There's another way that your students can see the calendar. If this will let me scroll. I'm going to move this over here. There we go. So if I go to student view, I can check and see what the students see. Once it loads, it's being very finicky. And then right here on their to-do, see how our map quiz shows up? Bam. It's literally listed as a calendar event. So they can see it in multiple ways. I like this because it might be a good and easy way to differentiate between what A schedule is doing, what B schedule is doing on any given day. I liked what Natalie was talking about as well as linking that on your homepage. I may just do both, do the links on the homepage and on the calendar itself. That way they have it in two places, and there's really no excuse for them to say, well, I didn't know what was going on, because it's been provided twice. But yeah, that's simply it and how you do it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Have a good day.